Hello YouTube, Marauderz here, and I have the Mat Slammer with me, the BoomCo Mat Slammer with me, and of course, a lot of you have commented on my unable to slam the Mat Slammer video and saying that I did a few things wrong. For example, first of all, that my gun is defective or something. Well, for people who argue the gun is defective, well, that could be an issue, but then you have to tell me why does it work perfectly when I just fire it off in the normal speed. So, personally, I don't think my gun is defective, so let's just throw that theory out the window. And the second theory that I just came across just now is that I didn't pull, because you see, in order to shoot the Mat Slammer, you have to pull it up and press it in. So the next theory that I just heard was that because when the video shows that I'm not actually moving my hands, I'm not actually pulling it apart enough, so that's why I'm actually skipping darts. But here's the thing, the whole action of pulling it out and then pushing it forward, the action of pulling it out, that's what advances the clip. See, when I pull it, the clip ejects, the clip advances to the next round. So let's do it in the close angle. Okay? Yikes. Okay. So if I weren't pulling it fast enough, then it would mean that the clip will always stay in place like this. But if you see in my video, when I actually do it, the clip does advance. So I'm definitely pulling it far enough to actually prime the gun and advance the clip. Okay, so let's do a little experiment. Now, when I was testing this out before I shot the first Mat Slammer video, I already figured out one of the reasons that why the Mat Slammer was skipping darts and I was unable to slam it. You see, it's not about speed. For example, I'm gonna just shoot this as fast as I can now, just like in the video, and because I'm gonna record it in 120 frames per second so you can see what happens. So let's go. Go. Okay. So now you're thinking, so I didn't manage to fire even one dart. So you can see all 20 are here. So now you're saying, okay, so maybe you didn't pull it far enough or something. So now, my theory was always it's because of due to how the system works for the BoomCo dart system. It's because when I knock it way too fast, whatever firing mechanism is actually missing the air chambers. So I don't even need to show how this thing malfunctions. I don't even need to shoot this fast. So let's just fire off a few rounds. So that's working. Oops. Jam. Ugh. Okay, so you can see that while some fired, most didn't. And I wonder if you noticed something else. Those that did fire didn't come out with as much force as a normal fired bullet. Okay, so from that previous experiment that I just shown you, you can see that it's not really anything to do with how fast I slam the gun. It's actually has something to do with how hard I actually slam the rear back into the gun itself. And it's because due to how the air pressure works and everything, it's very likely that when I slam it in, it's causing a skip. The dart isn't getting the proper pressurized air load. That's why it's skipping darts. Okay? Now, if you ask, so why the heck are you slamming it that hard? Well, that's as hard as I can to slam it as fast as I can. So, not actually doing anything wrong. Now, you are saying that why doesn't anyone else seem to have the problem? True. Okay, not all of them came out, but that was a pretty respectable speed. That's still much faster than, I guess, trying to prime and shoot any other normal gun in both the BoomCo or Nerf line. But well, that's it. I mean, it really much depends on the person. You can do it. You can still shoot pretty fast. It's still not as fast as I can actually slam. As fast as I can actually slam it. Unlike if it's a Nerf slam fire system. But for a normal person, this should be pretty decent. You can get off a pretty nice speed. Just like I said, you need to do it gently, and you can't really do it as hard as you can. Okay, so I hope this video clears up the mad slammer questions that you guys have, and well, time for me to get to work with this baby. Ciao!